Good morning and welcome to the ASX shares webinar for Friday the 29th of March 2019. I hope you're all very good. And here's our discovery and wonderment, also known as disclaimer and warning, which is really annoying. So we have short-term bear pause warnings in CSL, IAG, and we have short-term bull horns warnings in nothing. We have lots of things that are wedgies that may go up, like the bond. We haven't looked at that really, have we? Have we not? Have we not? Have we not? We haven't. Let me know if you can see the screen. That Charles. And here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I think well, I want to have a look at the bond one, the one that's called bond, corporate bond. This one, look at this. Now this is not the most liquid of little puppies, and it's up near its top area. So I don't know what that means in terms of other markets, but notice it's rejecting off that 29. Bond.asx. Bond.asx. Now this is an ETF of SPDR, Australian Bond Fund. And you will notice that the bonds have had an incredible rally on very large volume. And you'll notice also that it's back to the area where it used to be back in June quarter of 2016. So this is an area where you probably shouldn't be buying the bonds in Australia. Bonds. I'm actually in the webinar. Got about an hour and a half. Okay. Yeah. Was interesting to see a heavy amount of selling in this particular ETF. Now, this isn't the real bonds, but it's a proxy for the real Australian bonds, full stop, my line. So interest rates are probably as cheap as you can get right now. And I'll do what I said you should do back in 2016, is to fix your interest rates for as long as possible at these levels if you are a borrower. Now, the All Ordinaries Index usually bottoms around April and then rallies into the end of April. So this is something. Now, the All Ordinaries Index usually bottoms in April and rallies into the end of April. So we, as I was saying earlier, after the 28th of March, we should be looking for reasons to buy. Full stop, my line. Now, these movements are usually driven by the banks. And we will target 62.75. In the shorter run, and maybe a little bit of a pullback over the next 10 to 15 hours. In terms of the XJO, it's up the top of the range at the moment. So while it may get up to 62.27, I'd really prefer to be buying it down towards 61.24, full stop, my line. If you do buy down there, have a stop loss at 6100, full stop. And if it does fall, then expect down into the 59.70 area, which would be the best buying zone before the next leg up. I don't think that's a strong possibility, but if it does, just be ready for it. Now, as you can see, seasonally, the financials are working a little bit better than normal, and usually it tops in April. It's down the bottom end of the channel, so the weekly charts has just come back into being touch and go, but now there's still permission long on a couple of things. So I can't tell you anything more than you want to buy some banks. Possibly the reason for this is that those banks that were sold, or those banks that paid dividends, which i.e. CBA has given dividends today and yesterday. So there's cash to be splashed on the odd bank or two, full stop, Muline. The recipients of this could be Westpac and ANZ, and probably NAB. ANZ journeyed out of the bottom of the channel, which is not the best thing, full stop, Muline. It might have another week or so, which is mid-April, before it starts to be juicy, full stop, Muline. So for a few reasons, I think you can wait in ANZ. The daily charts, if this is accurate data, shows no real increase in volume as it made a slight new high. So at best, we would expect $26.35 at the moment. Another pullback down into early April for a buying opportunity as per the market forecast, full stop, Muline. You might want to refer to that for the dates and the conditions. CBA also didn't get much volume. If the current data supply is to be trusted, and that's always a bit of an if, full stop, Muline. But CBA does like to start up from early April, full stop. So this is one that you would be looking more inclined to buy in with a stop loss below, say, $70. My preference would be a decline below $70, $68, or even $62 for a full completion of this entire horrible mess. I have noticed that in Sydney's eastern suburbs, there are a lot of properties being bought and a lot of sold signs going up, full stop, Muline. I think you'll find the smart money is snapping up cheap houses and apartments right now. And probably the banks are lending more than they're letting on. So bank profitability may start to step up. Certainly one Profit Hunter Group member has been trying to sell a property in the eastern suburbs, and it's not a cheap property by any stretch of the imagination. And the inquiry rate was soft, and it suddenly jumped in the last week, full stop, Muline. NAB has been doing well, actually, in terms of volume. It's at the top end of the range, And probably we would look to buy a break above $25.15 with a stop loss at $24.90, targeting towards short term $25.47. The weekly charts are still down, but getting clear of $25.40 makes this good. Full stop, new line. We see a target towards $28.16. The stop loss would be below $26 if you are buying this. Full stop, new line. It's not fantastic on the monthly charts just yet. Full stop, new line. On the weekly charts, you can see the drop off after the end of April is not good. So be prepared to bank the cash when you get a good run. Full stop, new line. We also notice it's down the bottom end of the channel, so it's a smart move to buy a little bit, but don't be too ballsy about it. On the trader's time frame, we notice that it's broken a little bit of a weekly new high, and breaking above $26.10 is a good thing. Looking for $26.40. Full stop. On the daily charts, breaking above $26.10 looks for $26.40, and you can buy it with a stop loss below $25.68. With a bit of luck, we should be getting a bit of a decline into Monday. If that's possible, then scoop it up. Full stop, new line. Meanwhile, while we've been thinking about the banks going up, we see the materials index going up. We also notice that the seasonal trend is up at this time of the year, which is fairly normal. Full stop, new line. So things are looking good. BHPs, monthly chart is still bloody solid, and if you really wanted to be long with a tight stop loss should be below $55. Sorry, $36. $35.40. The weekly charts are turning up as well, and volume, if it continues this, would be good. Have a stop loss below $36.70 if you are nervous, and wait for mid-April before commencing selling activities or writing of call options. On the trader's time, the daily charts are giving us not as good a volume as we'd like, and maybe the volume will kick in after early April as well, full stop. If you're buying this, have a stop loss below $37.30. Now, I was speaking with Rudy Philippek van Dijk, and he was saying that he's actually not getting on Sky very often. They don't like him because he actually doesn't go to the theme that the programmers and directors have been angling on. I'm not going to write this, I'm going to speak it. So what Sky does is the directors who know nix about markets have a theme, and it might be the world is ending because interest rates are low or something like that, right? Some whatever stupid reason journalists come up with. They're just journalists, they're not finance people. So they're setting the agenda for what people say. And this is why they're not having me on, because I say something different to what the person next is saying, and I say what I think. So what you're seeing from Sky is programmed financial advice driven by people who are not financial advisors. Smart, isn't it? Now, I may disagree with some of the bananas that are in the things, but they can have their own method. They tend to disagree with me a lot more because I use charts, or because they don't know what I do. They have their own personal issues, which means they judge everybody by their own particularly poor standards. So it's all about them, not me. So I don't really care what they think or say. Sometimes it gets to me why they bother, but they use it as advertising, or they think it's clever. But now, if people are presenting there, they're not told the script, but they have to follow the pattern that the director is saying. And that's what Rudy was saying, and I was saying there's something wrong with this. And he was really angry, actually. He was really angry. Anyway, Rio. The monthly charts still show Rio as pretty good. Stop loss, if you like a long stop loss, a wide stop loss is below $86, or $90 if you don't. On the weekly charts, we don't see a lot of volume, but we do see mid-May as the target time frame, new line. On the traders time frame, we have a stop loss at 95.4. If you want to be long, we see increasing volume. We see a time frame that starts early April for strength, full stop. So we are perfectly within our rights to like buying Rio. The best target is $102 in the long run. long run, Fortescue has $7.62 and $8.57 written all over it. Full stop. This is helped by my view on Chinese iron ore. I could set up a pirate channel, Leo saying, David Hunt Biz TV, and you have your mates like Rudy on it. I might even watch. Yeah, Rudy's kind of a little bit, I think he's a Switzer buddy in some ways, so maybe Switzer gets him. I don't even know whether Switzer's still on. Is Switzer actually on, or is it he's just given this little half an hour slot or something? Like that equity investor thing. That was just terrible, that little show. How can you say anything in a half an hour? And actually, how can you stand up and do that? Anyway, yeah. On the weekly charts, it helps to see what bananas are being told, what the bananas are saying. On the intermediate time frame, we see reasonable volume last week, not so good this week, but getting above $7 sure would feel good, looking for $7.25. If it did that and you bought it, have a stop loss at $6.50, and we probably have to give up our theory for the time being that we'll hit $5.64 full stop new line. Should it tag some of those bigger highs, area prices targets that I've mentioned before, the retracement will probably be shifted up to $6. On the traders time frame, we can see good volume going up as it's going up, targeting $7.34. If you are long, have a stop loss at $6.59. Now, all of this begs the question is, why aren't we long? Question mark. And the answer to this is that, and the answer is because I've been thinking more about the banks because they give dividends. Now, these materials index stocks also give dividends, so they are valid as well. At this point, I think that we want to buy some FMG or BHP or Rio, but I can't put my finger on it. So keep asking me, full stop, new line. Now I'll just speak to this. Westpac, we were hoping for down here. 26.10 is the entry. We might be being silly here. Break above 26.08 is fine. Okay, let's go down and look at other things. Energies index. Sorry, well, I did my housekeeping because I forgot to do that for the banks. But you can read what I was watching, what I was writing. You can watch what I was typing. Energies space. The energies index, looking at 11,128 or 11,322 as the putative targets, full stop, new line. I'd say it's probably worthwhile buying a little bit and stopping yourself out on this index below yesterday's low at 10,874. Pick an energy stock. Beach Energy. Wendy, thank you. How is KDH? Is he around or is he? On the investors time frame, we can see that this is in a big triangle. Feels like it's just really got into a big triangle now, and it's at the top end of the range. Full stop, new line. On the weekly charts, there are a few reasons for concern. One is the fact that it normally tops in mid-March and then falls off the twig. And then you would expect $1.89, but probably $1.77, full stop, new line. So you might want to divest yourself of some beach, lose the sand. The fact is that it's got the buy signal that precedes a sell signal. On the traders time frame, we can see that it's groveling down at the bottom end of the channel. So, you probably use a rally up to $2.11 or $2.12 to get out. OEL.ASX. Ottoman. Investors time frame column. Now Leo tells me they're doing a capital raising today at 5.3 cents, full stop, new line. So we would probably expect 5 cents on the downside. If the capital raising goes badly, but generally with these capital raisings, they get down close to the price at 5.3 cents, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame says wait till April, mid-April, before you get a rally back up into mid-May, full stop, new line. So if you attempted to buy now and participate in the capital raising, if it's at a discount, you may still get cheaper prices, full stop, new line. Traders time frame, Colin. Now, Leo, is the cap raising to institutional only so that they get the benefit of these things? Full stop, new line, question mark. On the traders time frame, we see gap filling to 5 cents or 4.7 cents would be a good place to wait for, full stop, new line. In terms of pattern, we see that the gap probably will get filled, full stop, new line. Yeah, Leo is saying there is an institutional placement and a 1 for 5 entitlement offer. So the pricing will go down to that zone. The gold index was looking okay for a little while. We were thinking it might hit 62.19, but the gold price has been monstered today, full stop, new line. So it's anyone's guess as to what the index would do. If it was up to the index, it would be looking to 6,200, but a breakdown below 5,800 would see 5,248. Very hard to determine what gold is doing. Gold stocks. Pick a gold stock. NCM.ASX, Newcrest. No more questions, thank you. Cindy, it's not a sign to get more questions when I say no more questions. I knew you'd do it. Yeah. Okay, no more questions. Thank you very much. So, evn.asx, evolution. Investors timeframe, Colin. This is targeting $29 or evolution dips to buy are already happened, maybe down to $3.60 odd cents. If it really wants to go down to $3.13, that's good, but we're looking for $4.28 on the top side, full stop, new line. If you're buying, have a stop loss at $3, new line. The weekly charts are showing a lack of volume going up, so we might still hold good that if it breaks $3.60, you'll be able to get long down at $3.16 and have a stop loss below $3. On the trader's time frame, down to $3.64 would be your pickup area, stop loss below $3.60. GOR.ASX, Gold Road. Investors time frame, Colin. $1.41 looks like the right zone. I'm really surprised that this hasn't been falling over, and I'm surprised at the incredible volume and strength that's gone into it, full stop, new line. So just to be safe, have a stop loss at 76 cents if you're long, longer term. Intermediate time frame, Colin. Target towards $1.04 has been tested. Stop loss on this time frame should be 88 cents, full stop, new line. Traders time frame, Colin. The daily charts has taken a bit of a hit, but notice the volume that I have on this data is not terrible. It's kind of in the zone of 93 to 95 cents. Putting a stop loss at 90 cents would be a good protective idea if you are buying here and hope for $1 or $1.04. As you can see, when I call for no more questions, that's the reason. There's a lot of questions. Newcrest has a longer term target at $29.27. This is nothing new, full stop, new line. Newcrest also has a longer term target on the downside at $14.69, which is also nothing new, full stop, new line. Medium term targets $27.20 and $27.56, full stop, new line. If you are long as an investor, stop loss should be below $24.53. On the intermediate time frame, you can be long with a stop loss below $25. If you are long, that is, full stop, new line. On the traders time frame, have a stop loss at $25.65 and target $26.05 or $6.30. RSG.ASX Resolute. Investors time frame colon. We can see good volume going up, so if you are buying this, have a stop loss at $1.11, targeting $1.47. New line. Intermediate time frame, target $1.31, full stop, new line. Stop loss $1.17. Traders time frame, Colin. Target $1.34, stop loss $1.21. For a fabulous index, the healthcare index really hasn't done much. So let's go up a time frame and give us clarity about what's going on. I think you'll find we've been making new monthly highs. And yes, and it's still targeting 31,897. So buy dips down to 29,562 and throw the baby out with the bathwater below 29,450. Do we have any healthcare stock questions? We'll do Cochlear, David Koch, Van Gogh. Van Gogh. The actual name of Van Gogh, as they call him, is Van Gogh in Dutch. So this is not doing that well, and you would think $137.88 and $134.60 would be the target area, full stop, new line. So I guess a monthly close below $169 would give us some belief in the downside. And those targets. Now the weekly charts are giving us a much greater belief in the downside, probably down to $164 and $150 on this time frame as well, full stop, new line. On the traders time frame, what we are seeing is a bit of heavy volume spike that was unusual, and then reasonable volume to the downside given the data that we're seeing. A close below $171 is a negative event, looking for $168. Back in property index land, people with money and people with access to borrowing capacity are buying properties, full stop, new line. The property index is giving us a tune of what we are seeing is not the same as what is actually happening in the financial markets of the property index, full stop, new line. We're looking for 1590 and possibly a return to 61.8% retracement of the entire GFC range. Pick a property stock. Let's do General Property Trust. I have a feeling no one's going to ask me anything. Now, the property index has been one of the best performing indexes in terms of its own self and previous price actions, or at least GPT.ASX has been a very good performer ever since it was on its knees in 2008 late. It's exceeded the top from 2005 and 2006. Correction, 2006. And is now targeting $6.92 to $7.11. Currently, if you are long, stop loss would be below $5.44. On the weekly time frame, we see another burst of buying energy has come into this system. Stop loss should be at $6.09, full stop, new line. It is a bit overbought, but it's got the strength, so keep with it, full stop, new line. On the daily charts, we just see a little bit of dancing around inside the range, nothing to be terribly disturbed about. Where I would get disturbed is below $6.13. CIM.ASX, CIMIC. Investors time frame, Colin, it's a little bit confused this month so far. The month is only about 6 hours left to finish, full stop, new line. So confusion will probably be the name of the game, and back down to $44 would still be valid, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. Confusion has been reigning supreme for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Look down to $46.77 as a buying opportunity with a stop loss below $46 and hope for $52, full stop, new line. Traders time frame, Colin. Traders time frame sees a little bit of buying, but I don't think it's going to get much past $50.20, full stop, new line. Telecoms index is still looking up towards 1180, 1210, and probably higher. Stop loss should be at 1156. Hang on to the Telstras, new line. Okay, let's talk about something telecom stockish. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to pick it. TPG. We haven't done that even though we've got orders on. And it's not TP. It's been so long. It's been TPM. TPG.ASX, TPG Telecom. Still looking at $7.41 or $8.26. I'm betting $8.26 is more likely given its past patterns, full stop, new line. If you were long to have a stop loss at $6.70, I still was hoping for a low down lower, but it's not happening, full stop. On the intermediate time frame, we see $7.41 as the target area. And you would have a stop loss at $6.74. On the traders time frame, we see a bit of a drive yesterday, but not as much volume as when it had a bit of an up move the day before that, or 2 days before that. So I'm not sure what to make of it. Just expect $7.41 and have a stop loss below $6.80 if you are playing with TPG. TLS.ASX, Telstra. Traders time frame, Colin. We see that it's done a little doji and we see volume was good yesterday. So we don't think a lot of the doji. At the moment, we'll raise our stop loss up to $3.26 on our PHG trade. All other time frame analysis is still applicable. The small ordinaries index is chugging along and should return back to 2760. If it fails up there, then expect 2637. Small and mid-cap stocks questions. MCR. Mincore, isn't it? MCR.ASX. On the investors time frame, we see a movement up towards 49 cents is a good thing. Stop loss is at 37 cents. We can see that this has the juice to get to 49 cents, but also may do 47 cents. Full stop, new line. Stop loss should be at 36 cents. $0.45 is the target on the intermediate time frame. If it takes out 47 cents, then look for 49 cents. Full stop, new line. If you are buying this, stop loss would now need to be around about 37 cents in the longer term and 39 cents medium term, new line. On the traders time frame, we can see that it's had a nice 5-wave structure. It's possibly in wave 4 of wave 3, full stop, new line. But really, it's just a tiny wave 4. So if long, have a stop loss below 41 cents, hope for higher. Towards 47 cents. No other questions. This is amazing. I'm going to have to go and get some new Profit Owner Group members for gold memberships. This is just getting a little bit sad, guys. I don't know why. It's too boring for you. It's the right time of year to actually, the right time now to really getting active. I don't know why anybody's not doing that. OXL. Thanks, Raymond, for saving me. You can ask it. Well, I don't know what dump is. How come everyone's suddenly asking questions? It's great. So weird. I need a slap in the head. Make you feel jealous. Oh, we're gonna go up. We got another Profit Owner Group member. Goodness, all right. OZL.ASX, new line. No, I thought it was OXX. Yeah. Okay, so we have questions. That's good. Do I put you to sleep? One for my voice. Oz Minerals. That could be it. Oz Minerals. I've been trying to be. No, I haven't been trying to be. I've been wacky and way out today, and as much as I can be wacky and way out, I can be obtuse. I can be obscure, but backing in way out, nah, that's not it. Let's do stop loss should be below the stop loss should be below $9.78. That would be good if you were long, full stop, new line. Dream targets could be $16.30. On the intermediate time frame, we can see probably up towards $10.70. Okay, that's enough. Thanks. Once you get started, you can't stop. Once you pop, you can't stop. And this is churning at the moment, so just think it might be doing more churning, and then back down to say $10, and then back up again, full stop in line, stop loss below $9.70. On the traders time frame, buy a break above $10.36 with a stop loss below $10.15, targeting $10.50. ASX, aristocratic leisure. This is the typical setup that we would expect, where this is a typical setup where it could go down to $20.48, or it could go up towards $28.32. Have a stop loss below $20 if you're buying dips, full stop, new line. On the weekly charts, we see $23.59. Have a stop loss at $23.34 if you're buying dips down there, full stop, new line. Weeklies, dailies are really just showing triangle land. If you're long on this time frame, have a stop loss at $24.16. Due to the land of retracements, I would say you probably should bank some cash if you've just bought something, or if you bought some, you might bank a little bit of cash and hope that it goes up for the rest, full stop, new line. DMP.ASX, Domino's Pizzas. On the investors time frame, it's kind of just holding this $40 area. We have been salivating over $32.15. Full stop. Have you ever been tempted to eat next morning's pizza? Question mark. Not that I eat pizza very often. It smells like garbage. I used to have friends that lived together in Coogee, and they would buy pizzas, and you come over in the morning and they've had pizzas, and it's just the most disturbing smell in a little apartment. Full stop in your line. I don't know how people do it. I also don't know how $32.13 will get there. But it should. On the weekly charts, we can see that there's been a little bit of buying activity in an otherwise sideways market. If it breaks $40, expect $37.35. Okay, Leo DiNapoli. Leo says, fresh wood-fired pizza or nothing. I preferably eating it in Naples. I don't mind eating pizza in any part of Italy. It's just very bloody good. Anyway, you're making me think you're traveling to. I'm traveling to Europe. Although last time I almost died doing webinars at midnight till 2 a.m. and then getting up at 5 a.m. to go around a bloody stupid tour with about 60 post-menopausal Canadian women all wanting to screw the bus driver. It was just horrendous. It was like worst nightmare ever. Okay, so on the trader's time frame, we see $43 as a reasonable target, or $43.31. We'll stop new line. Volume kicking in quite nicely at the moment, so let's think good thoughts of this. Stop loss at the moment, $41.55. Dream target, $45.04. There was a song called the Venga Bus in case it was the Viagra bus. No, the young guy was probably ready, willing, and capable of dealing with that many women. After all, he was Italian. Most Italians tell us how well they do in that department, don't they? Wise Tech. And his name was Alessandro. It was very funny. It was funny, but it was a nightmare. It took me 6 months to recover from that. I'm serious. Alessandro. Two things I never thought I'd do, as I'd got me to do, is a bus tour and a friggin' cruise. It's like, for me, torture. It's just like the most torturous thing. Oh dear. Oh God. That's no holiday. That's not a holiday. Bus tour. Go here, go there, but double back there. This is not a holiday. You want to die. A cruise. I'll die because of claustrophobia. Okay, let's get out of here. Jason's just arrived. Investors time frame. Quick, don't tell Jason we're doing a tech stock. He doesn't like it when we do tech stocks. Always complains. I don't want to see another bloody tech stock, David, especially Afterpay touch you up. Have a stop loss at $19.22 if you like this, full stop, new line. Intermediate time frame, Colin. This is one of my favorite times of the day where we spend all of our time waiting for the data to come up. Best time ever. Traders time frame, Colin. Traders time frame, Colin. Ooh, not a lot of volume in this, so be careful. Stop loss below $22.53. You could still hope for a little bit higher towards $23.70 new line. There's no reason to really get too bearish, but it's not a lot of reason to be longer term bullish, full stop, new line. The weekly charts are showing good volume, so that negates what I was just going on about. Stop loss would be below $21.37. If you have reason to give me top 100 stocks questions, I ask you to do that right now rather than waiting until afterwards, because I'll get annoyed because I'm kind of running out of time. There's a few things I have to do today. Close the program. Okay, let's see if we can do a daily chart. Give it a bit of shock. Here we go. Okay, look for $23.30 or something like that. But that's the most positive one that I'm on. Okay, so no 100 stocks questions. Okay, let's just, because Jason loves this one so much, Macquarie Bank. Okay, it's the day of Jason. Ooh, Macquarie Bank has got some friends. Let's have some fun with this. Let's have some fun with this. Macquarie Group had a strangle on itself. Now it's got a lower base ADX and increasing volume. There's increasing volume to the top side on the daily chart in Macquarie Group. Now, of course, it's going to have trouble at $129.40, but if it gets through $129.80, go ballistic. It's going a lot higher. It's going towards that $150 area, full stop, new line. This is a new PHG trade. Have a stop loss at $124, full stop, new line. MQG.ASX. Potential. I almost did a market on open. But I can't do that because it's already open. Okay, so no other big stocks questions. We'll just do the PHG trades. Then we'll roam if you want to all around the world. Talking of Napples. Let's see. Now we had a stop loss, 26.10. Has it been taken out? Yes, stopped. Now it can fall down. Filled, stopped out, exclamation mark, for a reasonable profit of $1.80 on a bank, full stop. Entered. So ANZ, we are now long on 1/2, and we may not get filled, but at least we're filled a bit. Okay, so we've entered 1/2. Okay, so we're now long. We were short, we're now long. We did the stop and reverse thingy. So we're long. We wanted to add above $71 on CBA, and I suspect that this is what's happened. And then this is the time when you go, I don't think that I've bought enough. So $71 is 4 cents. We got long yesterday. It's kind of annoying. We're filled here. We'll run the stop at $69.95, and we've achieved $71. FMG, we've talked about Macquarie, we've talked about NAB, we've talked about all break above 25.01. Quick NAB. NAB is bought here, 25.01. That was. Yeah, okay, 27th we got filled. Entered. Pru, dips, 49 cents stop. So gold stock, we were at break even, maybe we got shook. Yep, we got took, and we got filled. So stopped out, exclamation mark for a break even. We're good at 326 with Telstra. TPM, we're still waiting. Focus, we're waiting. Westpac, we're 26.08 entry. Sorry for the hiccups. 26.08. We haven't been filled. Oh yeah, we have. That's today, which is the 29th. This is not a great thing to happen. I'd rather it not happen first thing this morning. We'll add 1% today. We should have done it yesterday, of course. You had to be here yesterday. Ooh, typical surfing or fishing. Let's go up a notch. And thank you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye. I got to get